Hiya, welcome to Abby's Book Reviews. This is the February wrap up. So I'm going to go through the books that I reviewed for the month and I am going to tell you what I think about them again and kind of do it with starting with the one that I like the least, going up to the one I like the best. So I'm going to start with Winter Song by S.J. Jones. It's not that I disliked it, it's the fact that I found it difficult to get into due to the style of writing, just because it's a style that I'm not used to. So I would recommend reading it, make your own judgments on it. That's absolutely what I would expect you to do. So it is based on a girl in Bavaria who has a younger brother and a younger sister, and she helps around the inn the whole time. The sister gets away with not helping because she's all about looks and the finer things in life, and the boy doesn't have to help because he is a musical prodigy. So she's kind of upset about that, and she used to play in this little grove with this nice young boy who she got on with, and then she had to help in the inn, so she wasn't allowed to play with him anymore. And her grandmother tells her stories about the Goblin King, and then her sister gets stolen one day by the Goblin King, and she has to go and save her. That's where I'm leaving it. It's really, really good. There is a little bit of technical stuff about music that is quite a big theme through the book, is playing the violin and stuff and writing music. So that might put some people off as well. I know there's at least one person out there that I've seen that said that they found it really difficult because of that. I found it difficult because of the style of writing, but I enjoyed the musical side. That might be because I have a slight background in being in a choir when I was younger. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. And then there is With Fate Conspire by Marie Brennan. This is the fourth in the Onyx Court series. This is my next one because I found it difficult to get into. Well, more difficult than the others. The others I found quite easy to slip into. But because it's not following, I don't know if it's because it's not following the prince of the court, and it's not following the queen straight away, which the other books have. This is following just a normal Victorian girl who her best friend got stolen by fairies in Victorian London, and she is the only person who believes this, so she's trying to find where he's gone, if he's still alive, if she can rescue him. So it's coming up to 7 years, and the whole thing is, at 7 years, the fairies get to keep whatever they've stolen. So, but I really, really enjoyed it once I got into it. It took me, I don't know, I want to say 50 to 100 pages to get into it, and it is a big book. So there is a lot, once I got into it, I didn't want to put it down. It follows someone who I don't think's in the previous books, at least I don't remember him being in it, but 7 years ago he had his memory stolen. He's one of the fairies, and he's been turned bad. He works for a bad person anyway. But he can't remember his life before, which is quite cool. So it's trying to find all this mystery and how it eventually entwines and stuff. I really do like this book. I love the series. Her Lady Trent finale is coming out, I think, April, which I cannot wait for. I love the Lady Trent series, but I really like this series as well. I'm so sad it's over. Okay, the next books, there's 4, and I cannot decide which order they go in. I love them all so much for different reasons, but yeah, so sorry about that. So I'm just gonna go with the order I put them up in. Next one is Traitor to the Throne by Elwyn Hamilton. Oh I need the next book so badly. I pretty much need the next book in all of these. But this is incredible. Go read Rebel of the Sands, which is the first one in the series. Trophy to the Little Throne is incredible. It's about the main character from Rebel, and she ends up being sold to the Sultan and put into his harem. Not for those reasons though, because of her powers, and it's just so awesome. Seriously, like, please go read this series. I am so devastated I couldn't make the signing in London because of my injury. I'm dying for the next book next year so I can go get all 3 of my books signed, which is what I will do when the 3rd book comes out. So yeah, love it, love it, love it. I don't really want to ruin too much of the story, but it's the rebellion versus the Sultan, with her kind of on the inside trying to work out how she can help the rebellion, and thinking at the same time that they have forgotten about her. That's what I'm going to say. Love it. Okay, next is A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. I love the start to this series. So the final one has just come out, and oh my god, like, I'm already reading it. So yeah, A Darker Shade of Magic is amazing. It's about, there's 4 different Londons closer, I suppose, to the source of magic. That's how it's described in the race. Black London is the one that's closest. That's being kind of wiped out. They've locked down all the different Londons from each other, and the only people who can travel between them are called arteri. I think I pronounced that right. Sorry if I don't. So then there's White London, which is where Holland is from. He's one of these people. Then there's Red London, which is like, so White London's kind of like dying because it's the next one, and like magic is like really rare to come across, and they keep on fighting and killing like their kings and queens, and then new people fight to take over. But Holland has to stay there because of who he is. Then there's Red London, which is where Kell is from. Kell is amazing. I so want his jacket. It is not fair. It does not exist. Like, I want a jacket that you can turn inside out and, you know, just have a new outfit. It sounds so cool. Although you do forget which pocket stuff are in, which is not so good. So I'd have to try and keep a track of that. But yeah, so magic in Red London is basically abundant. It's celebrated. It's this big, wonderful thing. I so want to visit. Like, if Red London was real, I would go visit it because it sounds amazing. It smells amazing. Oh my gosh, like, amazing, just incredible. And then there is Grey London, which is London in our world. There's no magic, normal, everyday London, but it's set 200 years ago, around the reign of King George III and the Prince Regent. And so Kell and Holland not swap, but have to visit the other Londons to pass messages on about like how life's going, I suppose, and just keep up relations. Apart from Black London, which has been destroyed. So yeah, it's all really cool. It mostly focuses on Kell, and there's also a girl called Lila who just wants an adventure, and she wants to be a pirate, and she ends up meeting Kell when he's in Grey London and trying to rob him, which is a really good idea when the person you're trying to rob is magic. Great Lila. But then she ends up getting an adventure, which is what she's always wanted. And yeah, I'm not saying anymore. Go read this series if you have not already. Like, what are you waiting for? It's just amazing. So yeah. And then, okay. This one I said I have 4 books. I have 4 books, but technically have two covers. I have the US cover, I have the UK cover. I love this book so much. I don't know which one to hold up. I'm going to hold up this one, just because it's my fave. So, Caraval is incredible. Just when you go read it, I'm saying when, not if, go read it. You have to. It is so amazing. But yeah, you have to remember it's only a game. You get drawn in, like, no matter the characters have to remember it's a game, like, you as the audience, as the reader, you get dragged into the story, you end up forgetting that it's just a game. And oh my gosh, it does mess with you. It messes with your mind. And I didn't realise that it was going to be, I don't know if it's a series, if it's like how many books there are. There's definitely a book 2 coming out next January. And oh my gosh, I don't know that I can wait that long. Like, I need this book right now. I need number 2. I need to know what happens. But yeah, basically, as I haven't told you anything about the story, there is this girl called Scarlet, and she has a younger sister. They are basically trapped on their island by their father. She's about to go get married to try and escape, and she gets to take her sister with her. She is really happy about. And then she finds her sister with this boy called Julian, and that is when she has just received tickets to go to Caraval, which they've been wanting to do for years. So they basically have a fight about whether to go or not, and they end up going. And it's this magic island, and everything is so twisted by the players, by the, I suppose, actors of the Caraval. But it's kind of a circus, kind of a carnival theme, but it's magic and it's incredible. And basically, there's this quest that they have to do. It's by Stephanie Garber. I forgot to say that. But again, I'm really annoyed. I missed the signing. So annoyed because of my injury. Like, next year when I am recovered, I am going to like as many signings as I possibly can. It's not fair. Okay, so let's put those two to the side. So good. Go read it. I'm not telling you you might want to go read it. Go read it. Finally, King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. Or will burn. No, definitely. So, in King's Cage, it picks up, I don't know how long after Glass Sword, not that long after, like a few weeks, I'm guessing. It's not months after. Spoiler alert if you haven't read the rest of the series. But Mare has been captured by Maven. She kind of gave herself up for her friends. And she is now a prisoner. And she is surrounded by Arvans who control if you can use your power or not. And Silent Stone, which just cancels out your power straight away. While in the meantime, her, I suppose, a lover, they haven't quite got to that stage yet, but they both know it's going to happen. Prince Cal, who's been exiled, he and Captain Farley with the Red Rebellion, with the Scarlet Guard, and they are trying to work out a way to progress with the rebellion and save her at the same time. And so there's kind of a few different points of view which are really good. I also like the fact that it's first person points of view, so you end up following each of them at different points. I think it alternates pretty much. I'm not sure if it's 1-for-1, but yeah, it's really good. So you follow Mare, then you follow Cameron, who's one of the other New Bloods who's with the Scarlet Guard. She's not technically with them, she's just, there. She doesn't, actually she wants to save her brother more than help the rebellion. But yeah, it's so good. I didn't realise that. So this follows on from Red Queen and Glass Sword, and I didn't realise it wasn't a trilogy. I wouldn't say devastated, but I did not know I would have to wait for another book for another year. Like, I can't cope. Literally, figuratively, I'm not sure which word to use, but I cannot cope that I have to wait for another year. I have to wait a year for so many good books. It's rubbish. But anyway, yeah, King's Cage. Go read the series. So that's all for this month. Let me know if there's any books you would recommend, or if you want more information on the books that I've talked about for this month. And I will see you back here for my book haul in the middle of March. And in the meantime, enjoy the books you're reading and have a good one. Bye!